Hi there, this is Mr. Black. I am terribly sorry that you've found the process of e-learning confusing so far. My hopes are that when you see this, you'll understand that it's quite simple. And once you understand how it works, hopefully it'll become very easy for you. So I started out here. You should be able to see my desktop, and I'm on what's called the dashboard of Canvas. Canvas is the hub for everything we do. So um, as I open this up, I find my math class. So right here, I've got Math 6 Gold Black. That's what it's called for me. Obviously, you just go to your math class tab and you click on it. When you click on it, it takes you to the home page, what's called the home page. But you want to actually go into math class. Then the home page for you will look just like this. This top picture is just showing you that you're at the math homepage. Then below it, you'll see this big blue box that says eLearning. Below that, eLearning, access to past lessons for makeup work. So let's say I'm coming on, I'm current, I just want to go to this week's eLearning. Well, right here, this big eLearning blue button, I push that and it will show you on the students page. My page is a little bit different because it shows more. But what I publish on here is what the students can see on theirs. It will take you to this screen that you'll see right here is what the students will see this week, or they saw last week, week 3. Then I'll open up week 4 next week. But if you look on here, it says Math eLearning week 3 and the dates. Then it says Tuesday, week 3, day 1, Wednesday, week 3, day 2, and so on. And so let's say I was going on Wednesday. I said it was current this week, and it was Wednesday, it was April 1st, and I wanted to do today's lesson. So I would click on the one that says Wednesday, and that opens up and shows me a little thing that says we're continuing this week's learning goal. I read that and it says click on the picture below to complete today's lesson. So when I click on that lesson, the entire lesson is in a Google Doc. So I fill out the Google Doc, say what class period Alex would be in period 3, hit next. There's a video instruction. In this case, I had a video instruction and one from me. And then when you hit next, after you watch the videos, it just gives you practice questions. And at the end tells you how you did on those practice questions. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the Canvas home page here. So that was me doing a lesson, an example. And that will always be current when you're in the home screen and you see math and this big e-learning. You click on that and go to whatever day it is for the current week. So now let's say in week 2, I missed week 2, day 3. And so I go back to week 2. It just access to past lessons, week 2, and gives the dates. Well, I go to week 2, and this is an archive. So I've got an archive page that says e-learning archive for week 2. E-learning week 2 lessons. Scroll down for more lessons. So it starts off with Tuesday, week 2, day 1. And it has the link, has the learning goal, it has the lesson for that Tuesday. Then I scroll down, the Wednesday lesson, week 2, day 2. There's the lesson, the link. The link is always that green thing that says today's lesson. That's the link that takes you directly to the Google form. And then Thursday, week 2, day 3, that's the one I was missing. So I would just click on that link and it would take me to the check for understanding for that day. And I would fill out this Google form and hit submit. When it hits submit, it records for me that the lesson has been done. So I saw in your picture, you were going over here to this assignments page tab. Never use the assignments tab. That's got a a collective archive of all the assignments that have been given in regular math classes. So the place you want to be is home. Anytime you want to get back to the hub, you go to the home page, click on that top one, and then right here's all you need. Current e-learning lessons, that big blue box. Any past lessons, week 1, week 2, and week 3. Then, if you want to see what you've done or what you've missed, you go to Skyward, right? On Skyward, I can't really show you what a student's Skyward looks like because my Skyward is obviously different. But when you go to Skyward, the lessons, it's just completion lessons. So if the lesson is submitted, you get 10 points. You get all the points for just submitting the lesson, except on the check for understanding days. And on those days, I take the actual score. And so if you look on Skyward and you have a missing assignment for marking period 4, well, that missing assignment will say something like week 2, day 3. So if it says week 2, day 3 on Skyward, you go back to right here to this home page and you go to week 2 and find week 2, day 3. You take that Google form and you submit it. It's always a Google form that gets submitted. Once that's submitted, it records it for me and I give the points to the students. So that was a basic explanation. The only tab you really ever need is this home tab. Go to math class. It takes you to the home page. On the home page is everything you need. And then once you want to go look for something else, go back to the home page. Don't ever go on announcements or assignments. In fact, I may try to find a way to make those disappear to help with confusion. But hopefully this shows the simplicity of the layout. If you go to the right place, I think it's very obvious where to go to make sure your work gets done. So please let me know if there's any other questions or if something in this recording was confusing, and I'll try my best to work it out. Like I said, I am so sorry. It is confusing if you don't know where to go. And I certainly don't want confusion. I'm trying to make this as easy for students as possible. Okay, thanks. And I'll wait and see if you have any questions.